In other news, as we round out, right, PlayStation, right? PlayStation has a new service to take on Game Pass, right? This is the Codename Spartacus, scheduled to launch next spring. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little some images here on the screen for everyone to see. So we're gonna compare both the quote unquote Spartacus and what Game Pass offers. So this is something that was released online. It's rumored. We don't know for certain if it's going to be this way, but it has different tiers, right? We have tier 1, 2, and 3. So tier 1, it's online multiplayer, monthly, games from PlayStation Plus, 100 gigabyte cloud storage, share play, exclusive member discounts, exclusive game content, PlayStation Plus collection, and game help. Tier 2 offers the same crap, just a large plus an addition, a large catalog of PS4 and eventually PS5 games. Tier 3, same as that, but it offers game streaming, a library of classic PS1, 2, PS3, and PSP games, and extended demos. Now, in comparison to Game Pass, right, whether it's Game Pass for PC or Game Pass Ultimate, right? For example, if you have Game Pass for console, you have unlimited access to over 100 high quality games, new games added all the time. You get Xbox Game Studio titles when they premiere, and you get exclusive member discounts and deals. Same applies for Game Pass for PC. And then you have Ultimate, right, which includes all of that, right, plus Xbox Gold Live. You also get Gears 5 Ultimate, right? They do have special things for uh, Ultimate members, right? And then you also get a boost for Gears of War 5, right? But essentially, you're getting games day one, and from the looks of it, it doesn't seem that PlayStation Plus, and its codename Spartacus, this new service that they're going to launch next year, it doesn't include day and date like Xbox does. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I think obviously if the service had day and date, more people will probably play it. But knowing Sony and their track record, people still will buy the game regardless. They'll pay the $70 to play a first party Sony game. That's what they do, right? They want those cinematic experiences, right? So they're going to buy it anyway. However, this probably seems geared to the person that, you know, doesn't buy these first party games when they launch. Maybe they're playing third party games like Call of Duty or NBA 2K or Madden or whatever else they're playing, but still want to play a first party game, but don't want to shell out the $70 when the game comes out because they're so invested on these other games that it doesn't make sense for them to go ahead and buy a $70 game that you're not going to be playing, every day to finish, right? You're probably going to play it for a few hours and then come back to it whenever you feel like coming back to it because you're so invested and your friends are playing this other game. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like this is a type of service that appeals to people that, they may own a Sony console, but they're playing other titles primarily, right? That's not saying that they don't play first party games, but primarily they're playing third party games on that Sony console. And they bought a Sony console because they do like the first party games, but based on the fact that pretty much all Sony first party games are just mostly story games, they don't have multiplayer. And if they do, it's not very good because Sony sucks at multiplayer games. These people want to play multiplayer, right? We're in a connected world. It's 2021 heading into 2022, right? People want to play online, right? So that's what it seems to me, right? And then of course, on the other hand, Xbox has always been known for its online. It's always been known for Xbox Live. That had been its strongest suit for many years. So most of their first party games are catered to online. So it just makes more sense for Xbox to do day and date on their first party games, right? And some other games as well. And it doesn't make sense for Sony to do it because those are the sort of games that you might play once or twice fully and then never play it again. right? So I mean, if you're not going to do that, then why would you really want to pay $70 for a game that you're not going to really, not to say enjoy, but you're not really going to, I don't want to say get your money's worth, but you're not going to drain the fuck out of the game like you would a Call of Duty game that you play every night. You understand? So like, it's different. It's different. What do you think, bro?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. What are the? Do you know the prices for the tier 3? By any chance?
They
What are the
haven't said
prices?
anything yet. They haven't said anything yet. No.
Hmm. I wonder if I mean right now, because I think PlayStation Plus right now is kind of like, what is it, 60 something, right?
Yeah, it's $60 for a year.
Right. So I wonder how they're going to mitigate that, if it's going to cost more or less.
I think it would have to be, you can have obviously pay for it a year in advance, or it has to be monthly,
Hmm.
right? If they don't offer that monthly option, then it's not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Sony has, I think, that 1 month, 3 months,
Uh-huh.
six
And then
months,
year.
and the year. But
Yep.
if they happen to have it like a subscription where you pay every month, like Xbox does, and that's better. Instead of having to constantly, pay for the 1 month or pay for the 3 months, and then when the 3 months is about to finish, you got to go pay another 3 months. No, just keep charging my card. That would make more sense.
Yeah, they'll probably have some sort of discount thing, like for if you pay for it up front for the whole year, they'll probably like give you a 10% discount or some crap, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Hmm.
what EA does. EA has their EA Pro,
Uh-huh.
EA Play Pro. So I think if you pay monthly, it's $14 a month, 14.99. But if you pay for the whole year in advance, it's only $100. So you're
Hmm.
saving yourself what? 10 months is 140. Okay, so you're basically saving yourself about $68.
Hmm.
So that's a price of a game right there, really. So that would make
Yep.
more sense, right? So Sony would have to do something like that. Is it
Well, I mean,
time? I think
mhm.
it is. I think it's time that they finally did
Yep.
something like this.
Yep. That's what I was gonna say. I mean, it's about time, you know. I mean, like, what were they waiting for? You know, they should have been the first ones doing it. You know, trying to be all innovative and shit.
Yeah,
You know, I don't know what they were waiting for, but I guess they're numbers, right? It's numbers game. Oh, oh, Xbox is, reaming us. Time to do the same. You know.
yeah. Well, because they had that PlayStation Now thing, but that was streaming in a way, and it wasn't the
Yeah.
same. Instead they should have implemented this along with that, and it would have probably been better, because now what they're doing is they're going to put game streaming in there. So now they're going to throw PlayStation Now in there. That means PlayStation Now failed, because now that you're throwing
Mhm.
that into this new service, then you just wasted time, because you just
Yep.
could have did this from the beginning,
Yep.
right? But I don't know, man. I think it's good. I think competition is good. So I think that PlayStation and Sony doing this is important. I'm all for it. But like I said, I think this caters more to the user that loves PlayStation, right? They love the first party games, but they spend more time on other games, because, like I said, it's hard for you to justify buying a game when you're constantly logging into Call of Duty every night and playing for 3-4 hours or even more, right? So I
Hmm.
mean, some of these first party games that Sony makes, it's this kind of sort of game that you kind of want to just sit there and marathon. Maybe play for 6-7 hours a day if you have the time, and just try to beat the game as fast as you can, right? So because it's a sort of game that, if you take a break and you come back next week, you kind of lose interest, right? It's happened to me. Maybe it's happened to you and others, watching. But I think that Sony games, first party games, story driven games, cinematic experience kind of games, are the sort of games that you really want to just sit and play. I remember when I first played Uncharted 2, I beat that game in 2 days. But I sat there, the first day, I sat there for like 9 hours, and I played the fuck out of that game. And then the next day I beat it. But it's that kind of game, because I know myself as well. Maybe it's, a subjective thing, but I know myself that if I don't sit down and beat this game in 2 or 3 days, I'm never going to play this game again, because I'm not going to want to keep playing this game. I want to play other games with my friends, and I can't play this game with my friend because it's a single player game. So if you ask me, that's what this kind of appeals, or at least that's the purpose of it, right? For those people that do play other games but still want to enjoy the Sony first party games, but it's a kind of service that appeals to people that play other games but still want to dabble into Sony games when you have the time, instead of having to pay the $70 and then having a game that you never finish because you're too busy playing something else. And that's not to take away from the game that you just bought for $70. It's just that these other games are more community based, right? They're online, whether it's a sports game or a fighting game or first person shooter or whatever it might be, right? Those are games that are more shared. So people tend to play those games more because they have higher replay value. So I'm all for it. I like to see what they do, but time will tell, right? It says, spring of next year. So spring of next year starts in about 4 months. So we'll see soon. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, I mean, we just have to wait and see what other things they might add to it. You never know. They might actually take stuff away and say, well,
Yeah.
we were just thinking outside the box, but this is all we can really do. But I think, we just have to wait and see what Sony was to present. Hopefully they offer a little bit more. I'm kind of not too happy if that's really the option. I'm going to assume that's not their final.
Yeah, it's kind of bare. It's kind of bare, but it's not final because it says it there that this is all subject to change. But I'm sure during their next state of play, perhaps they'll go ahead and announce something about it. But yeah, springtime runs from what March to June, right? So anywhere between March and June, they're looking to go ahead and present this, right, for to start the quarter, I'm sure. So we'll see.
Continuing, but it's a good start.
Yeah, it's the right thing to do. It's smart, but we'll just have to see. Now we're almost at the end, right? This one ties into the last topic. We'll just breeze over the last topic, but the Matrix, right? The Matrix Awakens. This was released right during the week of the Video Game Awards. We had a special presentation, right, from Keanu, right, and I forget the young lady's name that played Trinity in Matrix, right? But they both went ahead and appeared, and they went ahead and showed off the tech demo. I'm gonna go ahead and play a quick clip of it, right, for people to go ahead and see. But a lot of people really like this, and I've heard a lot of good things from the people that I usually interact with in Discord, and they say that this game looks fucking amazing. But it doesn't surprise me, right? Because it is Unreal. I've always been an Unreal fan.
I'm Thomas Anderson.
I've played Unreal. I really enjoy Unreal Engine games.
Outside the limitations
so
of the real
the
world.
fact that this came out and it looks so fucking good, man,
mirrors.
Like it just
reflecting back who and what we are.
It just really
we make. The world
has me
build.
looking forward to the future of Unreal, right? And of course, it's free, right? It's a free engine up until you probably sell like $1 million, and then you got to start paying, right? But it's sick, man. It really is. So let's take a quick look at this.
You take the red pill, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
This isn't real.
What is real?
How do you define real?
For instance, I'm not even sure why I'm here. I remember waking up and thinking that I'm supposed to come here. That it was important for me to ask people, how do we know what is real?
Yeah, that Keanu, it's obviously is not real, but it looks fucking good.
Hi, I'm Keanu Reeves. Over 20 years ago, I first played the character Thomas
I think this
Anderson.
one is. Isn't it?
That one's real.
Those films pioneered digital cinema with shots like bullet time. Back then, we talked a lot about where the digital age might take cinema and narrative. In an industry where actors have tried to remain
That's Unreal right there.
young, we wondered about digital faces that could become immortal.
Hi, I'm Carrie-Anne Moss.
Carrie-Anne
and I
Moss
play
is her fucking
Trinity in
name.
the
Sorry
Matrix
about that.
films. 20 years ago, we asked ourselves how long it would be before faces and bodies could be changed as easily as we change clothes.
We wondered, what would identity mean in a completely digital world?
And what would reality mean when a world we can build
It's like Matrix,
feels as real as
GTA.
our own?
Yeah, that looks fucking crazy, man.
fine with your theoretical mumbo jumbo, but I needed some sexy action.
Wow, that's really impressive, man.
Who said?
The marketing people.
Marketing? I thought we were supposed to have total creative control.
Welcome to the Matrix.
You still got it.
Like riding a bike, they say.
I sometimes miss this version of us.
Me too.
The hell are you doing back there?
Sorry, I was told this is a sim preparing me to fight the system.
Right on. You know about this?
Yeah. It's all supposed to be a little unreal.
Word of advice.
That's
Agents
cool.
are bad, but whatever you do, stay the hell away from marketing. See you soon.
It looks really good, man.
So, what now?
Haven't you ever watched a movie before? Shoot the tires.
Say no more. Keep them off us. You drive. I'll shoot.
And there's the gameplay, right? So this is all happening in engine. That looks really fucking good, man. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, I think so. I think it reminds me of a couple of games, you know, because of the atmosphere, but I think it looks pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I like the vocab of the expressions people, the characters' faces.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. I like that. That's cool. You can dodge the bullets. It's pretty neat.
Can you imagine playing something like this in VR? Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, it'd be pretty neat.
That would be fucking sick, man.
Trinity? They're on the car!
Who's the roof?
My pleasure!
That's sick.
Sorry, boys!
Well, I mean, this video is almost 13 minutes long. We're not going to watch all 13 minutes. You could definitely watch this on your own time, guys, but I like it. I've always been a supporter of Unreal. I think it looks amazing. And obviously, right, with the Matrix, right, and, you know, that sort of, you know, sci-fi world really brings out, you know, the power of Unreal Engine. And I think that, you know, even though this generation, current generation, is not really new, right, because video cards have been doing this for a few years already, it's also a reason why it's not on PC, for the simple fact that if you try to run this on PC, right, it's not a closed environment like a console, right? So there's always video cards that aren't as powerful, and it's not going to really look as great as it does now on the PS5 and the Series X. However, if you have, say, a 3090, I can assure you what you see on the screen right now will be nothing compared to what you would see running this on the 3090. It would look maybe about 5 times better. You know,
Those 3090 users, man. Shame
Yeah.
on them.
you know, fucking 3090s, man. But you know, that's a reason why it's not on PC, right? Because, you know, they feel that it might not do justice, you know, on, you know, lower scale GPUs. However, on the super GPUs, right, the highest end GPUs, it would blow the PS5 and the Series X out of the water, right? But this is at least an idea of what to expect in the next few years with Unreal Engine, and I think it looks fucking amazing, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do. So we'll see. Well, then, you know, to wrap it up, right, because we've been here for quite a bit, it's already getting a little late. The Game Awards, right? Game Awards was Thursday, as you know, and we'll just go over the list real quick. Game of the Year, It Takes Two. Best Game Direction, Deathloop. Best Ongoing Game, Sephiroth's favorite game, Final Fantasy 14 Online. Best Narrative, obviously that's not his favorite game, right? I'm just joking. Best Narrative, Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy. Best Indie, Kena, Bridge of Spirits. Best Mobile Game, Genshin Impact. I remember when Genshin Impact released, I'm not really into these sort of games at all. I'm not really into anime at all. I'm not into anime, period, really. But I know a lot of people that really got into this game, Genshin Impact. It was really popular when it came out. Best VR AR game, Resident Evil 4, I'm sure that's got to be fucking sick in VR. Best action game, Returnal. Best action adventure, Metroid Dread. I thought Metroid was actually going to win Game of the Year. I was pretty surprised that It Takes Two got it. I thought Metroid was going to get it because I heard a lot of good things about it. You have it, right?
Yeah, I have the. I thought it was pretty good actually. I think it was pretty good. I think they did a good job on it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to win. Honestly, I was pretty surprised. It Takes Two won Game of the Year. My vote, I didn't vote obviously, but I felt that it would probably go to Metroid, and I was pretty surprised that it didn't. Best role playing game, Tales of Arise. Best fighting game, Guilty Gear Strive. Best debut indie, Kena Bridge of Spirits. Best family game, It Takes Two. Best sports racing game, Forza Horizon 5. I've played this game. It's pretty good. It looks amazing. It really does. But unfortunately, with Halo coming out, and I did play some Battlefield when those games came out. I stopped playing, Forza Horizon, but it's good if you're really into racing games. I definitely recommend checking it out. But for me, it's been a while. I mean, my favorite racing game was Ridge Racer Revolution, right? So it's obviously an arcade game, but if you're into Sims or sort of arcadey Sims, definitely worth checking out. But for me, I'm just busy playing Halo, so I don't have time for this game. Best Sim Strategy, Age of Empires 4. Best Multiplayer, It Takes Two. Most anticipated game, Elden Ring, for the second year in a row, which is sick because that game probably comes out. Well, it's supposed to come out next year in February, but we'll see if that really happens. Best Art Direction, Deathloop. Best score and music, Nier Replicant, maybe next year. As Sephiroth said, with the Halo soundtrack, maybe Halo will win next year. Best audio design is Forza Horizon 5. Best performance is Maggie Robertson as Lady Dimitrescu in Resident Evil Village, which I don't know. I guess because of all those weirdo simps out there that were simping over a giant woman.
Giant woman thing, yeah.
I guess I don't know, whatever. Her, mind you, she was the first one to die. Spoiler alert. Mind you, she was the first one to die. That's how fucking important she was to the game. Okay.
And then she never came back. It was it. It was done.
Yeah, she got fucking smoked. Games for Impact, Life is Strange, True Colors. Best community support, Final Fantasy 14 Online. I mean, I know you told me that they had to do something about that game for community support because it had such a terrible launch. It was that one, right?
Oh yeah. That's when he was like, sorry, you cannot. He pulled it out and he sent it
Yeah.
back out.
Yeah, so I mean, they had to do something. Obviously, they had to win best community support because the way it released. I mean, you can't go anywhere. You can't go anywhere but up from there. You know, innovation and accessibility. Forza Horizon 5. Content creator of the year is Dream. Best esports game is League of Legends. Best esports athlete is Simple. Best esports team is Natus Vincier. Best esports coach is Kokoma. And best esports event 2021 League of Legends World Championship. So that's the winners list right there. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it, right, for what's gonna happen this year, right? Because there really isn't gonna be anything coming out. I mean, there's only 19, 20 days left in the year. So, we probably definitely will be back next week, next Saturday, right? Of course, keep an eye on what goes on with the games that we mentioned, during this show, Halo, Call of Duty, see what happens with Activision, if there's any news. But yeah, I mean, just keep that in mind, guys, that, for the year, that's probably going to do it, right? Because we're already at the end of 2021. And then, of course, first quarter, a lot of games coming out in February. Elden Ring, if I'm not mistaken. God of War is also supposed to come out in February. If it's not February, it's March, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I mean, once the new year comes in, those games are gonna start coming back out. So, definitely keep an eye out. We will be back. Seth, you'll be back next week.
Yeah, man, I'll be available, man. Why not?
All right,
it's cool.
Yeah.
Talk about games, bash on YouTubers,
and then maybe we'll play some Halo Infinite on stream. We'll see. Maybe we'll do that. And just talk shit about Halo and fuck around and do stupid shit. But maybe like I said, if it's a slow news week, we'll go ahead and maybe just play Halo online, right, and stream that. But that's gonna do it for today. Any final words, Seth?
No, man, we covered everything. I think we're pretty much good.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So for Sephiroth Evil, this is Aliens, right? This has Gotta Be Legend TV, Gotta Be Legend on YouTube, A Gamer's Opinion, I think episode 10 already. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in and watching, and we'll see you soon. Take care, everyone.